The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 197,912. The confirmed number of deaths reaches 4,825. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 1,068, with total confirmed deaths remaining at 60. We anticipate those numbers to increase as the county updates its last 24-hour operating period. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Ben McCain. It's 4 p.m. on Thursday, August 6th. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health is sharing concerns about its latest reporting of COVID-19 cases. Officials say they anticipate a backlog of cases once the state's electronic lab system issues are fixed. The problem has undercounted the county's positive cases and has affected the number of COVID-19 cases reported each day. In return, this is also affecting its contact tracing efforts. They are worried they may be losing some cases and that it could cause small increases in transmission in the weeks ahead. They did say hospitalizations and deaths are not affected by this reporting issue. The county's public health director, Barbara Ferrer, is asking people to call the county if they know they are positive with COVID-19 and if county officials haven't reached out yet. Contact tracing is underway and public health officials are reaching out to those affected. If you are positive, you can call 833-540-0473. Your help will give health officials a better understanding and assistance with slowing the spread. Los Angeles County public health officials are also reminding people to follow the state guidance on youth sports during the pandemic. Earlier this week, California officials announced reopening of the youth sports, and county public health officials set protocols once again to make sure participants are safely practicing. Youth sports and physical education are permitted only outdoors, and any type of event or competition is not allowed. This includes recreational youth sports leagues, club sports, travel sports, and sports sponsored by private and public schools serving students in TK through 12th grades. Everyone involved must physical distance at least 6 feet away, and it must be maintained at all times for sports that require close contact. Also, only conditioning and skill building is allowed. Masks are not required when performing outdoor sports. Also, high fives, handshakes, fist bumps, and other unnecessary physical contact is discouraged. Players are encouraged to bring their own equipment. Adult and amateur team sports are still not allowed at this time. The City of Torrance Community Service Department has reached out to LA County for more information on what they can allow here. Unemployed Americans continue to file for unemployment across the country. Nearly 1.2 million people applied for state unemployment benefits last week. The latest report by the Labor Department shows that it's the 20th straight week that at least 1 million people have applied for jobless aid. Before the pandemic, the number of Americans applying for unemployment checks never surpassed 700,000 in a week. However, officials did say that new jobless claims were down by nearly 249,000 from the previous week. For months, the unemployed have received $600 a week in federal jobless and aid, but that expired last week. Congress continues to engage in negotiations about its renewal. Officials from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention are reporting deaths from hand sanitizers. This week, officials said that people are getting sick and even dying from swallowing hand sanitizer and warning people once again to not do this. So far, 4 have died and others have suffered impaired vision or seizures. The CDC says alcohol-based hand sanitizer products should never be ingested. 15 adults in Arizona and New Mexico have been hospitalized for methanol poisoning after consuming alcohol-based hand sanitizers between May and June. While experts don't know why people are ingesting hand sanitizers, they are telling people to be cautious. Use hand sanitizer containing ethanol or isopropanol for hand hygiene. Check FDA's list of hand sanitizers not to use and supervise children, and keep hand sanitizer out of their reach for sure. Avoid using hand sanitizer containing methanol and never swallow it. Government officials have lifted an advisory for international travel. Today, the United States Department of State, in close coordination with the CDC, lifted the global level 4 health advisory, which was put into place in March. This advised United States citizens to avoid all international travel due to COVID-19. The department is returning to its previous system of country-specific levels of travel advice. Officials say U.S. citizens should travel with caution when going abroad due to the unpredictable nature of the pandemic. Some countries are still not allowing Americans to travel, including the Bahamas and parts of Europe. You can follow travel news by going to travel.state.gov. If you have plans to travel through Los Angeles International Airport and forget some essentials to protect yourself from COVID-19, don't worry, they have you covered. LAX officials announced that some vending machines are stocked with not your usual items like snacks, but actually face masks and hand sanitizers. The vending machines located in the ticketing areas of most terminals have personal protective equipment for protection such as gloves, hygiene kits, thermometers, and over-the-counter medications. All of the items for sale are TSA approved. Another added convenience is that these machines feature touch-free payment. Officials say Los Angeles World Airports is setting new standards on how the airport industry can help passengers stay safe through rigorous cleanings, new technology, and increasing touch-free experiences from curb to gate. Some people got quiet, the shock when they saw their bank balances at zero. Yesterday, Bank of America customers went online to find empty accounts due to a glitch by the company. Many went to social media to report their accounts showed a balance of zero in some cases. People weren't able to use their money either, but as of late last night, the company fixed the accounts and balances were restored. If you're a small business, an entrepreneur, or a nonprofit, you have one more day to apply for a grant. The Los Angeles Regional COVID-19 Recovery Fund, Round 3, will close tomorrow. Currently, there are 3 program components: grants, loans, plus coaching and technical assistance. Micro-entrepreneurs are considered those who are independent contractors, 1099 workers, street vendors, or sole proprietors with revenues of $100,000 or less. They are eligible to receive up to a $5,000 grant. Small businesses who have a yearly gross revenue of more than $100,000 but less than $1 million, and nonprofits registered as 501c3 organizations that have an annual gross revenue of less than $1 million and provide supportive social services to low to moderate income individuals of families in LA County, they're eligible to receive a grant up to $15,000. The LA Regional COVID Fund is expected to disperse $3 million in aid through 6 total rounds, with finalists notified after each round. If you identify with any of the 3 categories, you're encouraged to apply at lacovidfund.org. Well, if you're heading to a bus stop in Torrance, you can now access a new type of information to make sure your ride is smoother and safer. The City of Torrance Transit Department has added real-time bus routing information on its app. This will help riders avoid crowded buses due to the pandemic. At any time, they will be given the latest update to see how crowded a particular bus is. Transit team says the new feature will allow passengers to make more informed decisions about when to ride. You can download the Transit app through the Apple or Google Play Store. If you carpool or use public transportation, there are steps you can take to prevent getting COVID-19. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Emergency Preparedness Response says when you carpool, always wear a mask, use fresh air through vents or windows, cover your coughs and sneezes, and always clean and disinfect surfaces often. Limit the number of people you are traveling with. Use proper hand hygiene. Ride to work with the same people and stay at least 6 feet apart when waiting for public transportation. Torrance police acted swiftly recently to bring a 3-year-old girl back home. On Tuesday night, officers were contacted by a resident who found a lost 3-year-old girl. When officers spoke to the child, they determined she had slipped out of her home through the front door that was locked. Officers were able to utilize resources, located the mother, and reunite them. The mother posted on Twitter sharing her gratitude. She even shared that she added a few new features to her front door. It's International Clown Week, and one local hospital is celebrating as well. The week is a tribute each year to the first recognized group of organized clowns. Torrance Memorial Medical Center joined in on the celebration by honoring the clowns that have been clowning around their hall since 1991 through its Clowns on Rounds program. The clowns are volunteers and bring joy to patients, visitors, and staff to make the hospital a happier place. The Clowns on Rounds founded the Clown School in 2006 and have an annual clown class where they help people interested in becoming a clown find their full potential. Those who graduate have the option of joining the official clown volunteer program. The pandemic isn't stopping one local nonprofit from enjoying summer activities. The Pediatric Therapy Network is offering Camp at Home, a week of guided activities featuring sports, fine motor, engine shop, and dance. Each day has a fun theme with videos you can access to create a camp-like experience for your child. So far, you can access videos that feature sharpening your child's soccer skills, making ice cream, and even how to make your own superhero cape. Camp at Home is a free resource for activities where you can do it all at home. You can access the videos at pediatrictherapynetwork.org, Camp at Home. And speaking of activities, don't forget Torrance libraries are offering a wide range of resources that you can get at home. You can find them at library.torranceca.gov. They have Tumble Book Library for Children, which is a curated database of more than 1,100 children's ebooks, specifically for grades K through 6th. The collection includes unique animated talking pictures books, read-along chapter books, National Geographic videos, and graphic novels, to name a few. Library officials are also reminding people that Access 360 ebooks and e-audiobooks will no longer be available by the end of the month. Officials will use a different platform called Overdrive, where you can borrow these books to read on your phone or tablet. And don't forget, the Torrance libraries are offering curbside pickup. Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., you can put a hold online, and once your materials are ready, staff will call you to pick it up. It's National IPA Day, and what better way to celebrate than supporting your local breweries here in Torrance? The first Thursday in August celebrates the beer known as India Pale Ale beer. While the IPA is one of the most popular types of craft beers, it's making a resurgence with local breweries. For National IPA Day, the Brews Hall has 6 unique IPA selections, including ones from George Lopez Brewing Company's or Buzz Rock Brewing Company's famous IPAs. Then you can also enjoy brews from Absolution Brewery that are available for pickup. Other breweries you can visit include Smog City Brewing. They have 4 IPAs on tap. You can stop by their tap room for pickup. They have a list of IPAs available on their Facebook page. A few other breweries you can stop by are Yorkshire Square Brewery, that has an outdoor dining space, Strand Brewing Company, Red Car Brewery and Restaurant, and Hop Saint Brewing Company. The city of Torrance has 13 breweries. And a local restaurant is whipping up margaritas to go. Madre Oaxacan Restaurant continues to expand their menu. They are now offering its Margarita Party, which are margaritas packed to go. The batches include Favors, Smoky Marg, Madre Marg, and Chapo y Kate in a party-size to-go container. It comes with a pourable nozzle, which can be taken to any fun event. The restaurant recently expanded and opened another location in West Hollywood. Fall semester is around the corner, and there is still time to register at El Camino College. Fall semester starts on August 22nd, and there are classes still available. El Camino College officials also announced that the 2020 fall semester and 2021 winter courses will be delivered online only. According to California Governor Gavin Newsom's guidelines, there are a limited number of programs that prepare students for employment in essential industries that will be allowed to hold face-to-face classes on campus this fall. You can view class schedules at elcamino.edu. Already into the middle of the first week of August, we want to hear how you're spending the last of the summer weeks and how you plan to make it the best one yet. No matter how big or small your summer plans are, we want to see how you're capturing each summer moment. Email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share stories from our community, feel-good pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. Businesses in Torrance continue to look out for community members by giving back in many ways every single day. The Volunteer Center, South Bay Harbor, Long Beach, received a generous donation of hand-cleansing gels from Sunrider International employees. They dropped off the much-needed products to the center. Then they were able to give them to youngsters and families they serve. The Volunteer Center is also collecting donations for its Food for Kids program. They are accepting donations by appointment only, If you would like to donate, head to volcenter.org for more information. Thanks for sharing your story. If you have a great story to share or just want to say hello, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. That's our update for COVID-19 today. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 2 p.m. as Leslie Robbins brings you the latest updates. Be safe, stay healthy. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.